Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Epic Tavern. My name is Weasel, and today we're going to be checking out this early access title, which is all about running your own tavern, getting to know the adventurers, and then hiring them for quests and, you know, all these epic adventures that are ahead of us. We're going to be starting a new game. I played it for a little bit to get a hang of things, but we're going to start fresh, so you're not going to miss out anything, including tutorial and you name it. So let's go ahead and start a new tavern. Empty slot. I'm not good with names, so I'm just going to go with Weasel's Hole, because that's a good name, like a watering hole. Perfect. Long ago, the land of beer was nearly annihilated by a horde of Netherkin invading through the Flaming Gate. Villages were trampled to dust and beer burned. After a grueling war, the Netherkin were defeated and the Flaming Gate was sealed. For 1,400 years, the seal held. ... And here we are in our tavern with several... Actually, that's not our tavern. This is basically a look into the past. One last toast to the Ravager 4. You know, I hate that name, Eric. You and Lysaisia are the only Ravagers. It makes us sound like we're all... I didn't pick it, Blaze. People just started calling us that. Is that how you remember it? You spent the better part of a year trying to get that name to stick. Bottoms up, kids. If Ignatius is to be believed, the Flaming Gate won't hold much longer. Of all your half-assed plans, this may be the worst. You have a better idea? Can't say that I do, but that doesn't make yours sound any less awful. Take Thorgrin and ready the horses. Her and I will be out momentarily. You have the letter? Right here. We're abandoning our child, Merrick. We're doing what has to be done. Besides, we've survived worse than this. Okay, not really, but if you die first, I'll raise you as a banshee or something. A banshee? At least make me a vampire. I would look amazing with fangs. Deal. Are you ready, my dear? No, but that's not apt to change. Let's go. Alright, here is basically the first quest in this run. So here we have our first quest. This is going to be a higher level quest, since this is going to show us how the game is going to progress and give us an idea. So we can't lose here, we can't do anything wrong. We can basically just observe and change the outcome a little bit right now. For the first time in 1,400 years, the Flaming Gate has been breached and a horde of Netherkin are pouring into the realm. Fight your way to the Nethercap Mountains and use the artifact provided by Ignatius Mordred to seal the gate before this world is over. This world is lost, my bad. And this is our preparation screen, so to speak. We have on the right-hand side our roster with, you know, these guys we just heard talk, and we can basically make them join the party. In this case, we want everyone to come along. They have a level, what class they are, their focus, and, you know, friendship with us or, you know, with each other. I'm not entirely sure how friendship works yet. In any case, you basically select those guys, and then you go on a quest. You can also equip stuff to your adventurers and give them better items, but in this case, we don't have the luxury yet to plan this out. And this is the travel screen. With one final look back at their longtime haunt, the Ravager 4 step out into the streets where screams of terror echo all around. And we basically just continue and make rolls just as we would in a, let's say, tabletop game. Lysaisia scans the scene outside the tavern where packs of Netherkin, their skin the color of ash, wreak havoc in all directions. We'll help who we can on the way, but reaching the gate is our priority, she says. So long as that's open, battles out here mean nothing. Mount up, we ride for the Nethercaps. And we keep going. There's a little head basically following this route that we see here. Hold the line, soldiers. If you run, I will kill my... What? I will kill you myself, not myself, roars a young squire to her panicked comrades, their commanders lying dead on the ground around them, and Netherkin with featureless faces swarming from all sides. Lysaisia raises her bow as the heroes rush to reinforce the squires. And there's our first roll, let's see how that goes. Oh, didn't go too well. Doesn't mean it's over, we're just gonna probably take some damage and get less XP in this case. So here are the rolls that we have, as you can see, 91% good performance to 6 disastrous. It's basically rolling a d20 with 19 and one with 1, I would say. Anyways, this all accumulates and then we have a certain number we have to reach. In this case, it's too low. The effort needed is 65 for this event, so we only get a little bit of gold. But that's okay. We still can continue our adventure. It's not over or anything. Screams echo from all around us as the heroes ride through the carnage, aiding where they can. Gods protect us, Thorgrin mutters. It's basically like a flare message. A giant Netherking is wreaking havoc in Merchant Row, hurling entire carts around while smaller nether creatures pounce on the fleeing vendors. Lysaisia throws a quick look at Merrick, who sighs. Be quick, take out the big one, and I'll use him to kill the rest. Excellent. Let's roll. And this time we've been very successful. Damn! Thorgrim and Blaze rush towards as Lysacia continue her barrage of arrows. They cut down the giant netherkin and Merrick raises it as a zombie. Obey this man, the necromancer commands, pointing at a nearby merchant who stares slack-jawed in response. Wow, he just got a zombie for free. How neat. But yeah, that was very successful. And we got a ring of persuasion. I doubt we're gonna get to use that. Dear gods, how many of these things are there? Thorgrim grunts, trampling a small netherkin with his pony. Lysacia takes a quick look around. All of them, I think. Now we have to go over to this mountain. This is a really long one. The Royal Cavalry, with Bengar Skullsplitter at the helm, charge towards a nightmarish throng of Neverkin. Now, he yells, and the cavalry breaks into two columns around the horde, hacking down creatures as they pass. The heroes rush to reinforce them. See how that goes? And, ooh, we were successful. Last time I played, that was absolutely not successful. With a sweep of his axe, Bengar splits a leaping wolf-like Netherkin in two, but is knocked off his horse by the impact. The heroes fight their way to his side and together decimate a group of otherworldly invaders. My thanks, heroes, Bengar says, grunting as he slings his wounded leg over his saddle and leads his troops away. So far, so good. Still quite a bit to go until we reach the mountain. Blaze, let's go! Merrick yells as the assassin cuts down a pair of Netherkin that pursue a young child. Blaze leaps back in her saddle and rushes to catch up. Three battered soldiers defending a large medical tent are pounced and torn apart by a pack of wolf-like Netherkin. I guess pounded would work too, it's just completely... Anyway, over here, Blaze yells to draw the creatures away from the tent. The largest of them snarls at her, revealing a nightmare's jaw of jagged teeth. Uh-oh, the assassin says, unsheathing her katana. That's a nice weapon. Ooh, success! Lysacia unleashes a volley of arrows that drops an enormous mutant wolf in its tracks. Merrick immediately raises it as a zombie and turns it on its allies. After a quick victory, the necromancer orders his gruesome new pet to guard the medical tent and the wounded within. What an epic adventure. Oh, we're just going over the river, not following the path there. That's fine. They just keep coming. Yes, hacking through a tentacled netherkin in an overrun village. Eyes on the gate, Merrick commands. Oh, look at that. Look at the tentacles waiting for us. Ugh, gross. Outside the tangled vine winery, a monstrous fat netherkin barks orders to its troops in a guttural alien tongue. They rush to attack the vintner's house. And we were successful. Kids, get the attic. Go, the vintner yells, herding her children up the stairs and taking up a defensive stance with a pitchfork to guard it. The heroes burst through the door just in time, saving the appreciative winemaker and her children. Whew, close call. Blaze. Yeah, you can't even have a disastrous performance and still win this thing, obviously. They're still pouring out of the tunnels, Blaze says, looking down at the entrance to the nethercap system from a rocky overhang. But I know another way. Watch your steps. It's a bit, tricky. Well, let's see how that goes. I guess we made it. You cannot be serious, Thorgrim says, looking at a narrow ledge with an 80-foot drop to the rocks below. Blaze chuckles. Trust me, when have I ever steered you wrong? That was rhetorical, she says, raising a finger to one of the dwarf's long string of examples. And how does it go? Ooh. Blaze casually skips across the narrow ledge, followed by Merrick and Lysacia. Thorgrim gulps nervously and starts across. His protruding belly makes it impossible to stay flush against the wall, and he loses his balance. Only Lysacia's lightning reflexes save him before he topples into the ravine. Close call, then. Outside the back entrance to the nethercap system, Merrick addresses his companions. You've done enough by getting me here. If you want to leave now, I swear I will not hold it against you. Blaze chuckles. And let you get all the glory? Sorry, old man, we're in this together. Ah, so cliche, but good. The Ravager force stepped through the cave entrance and immediately spotted its guardian, a nightmarish spider-like netherkin scuttling toward them on 8 human arms. Oh god, that is kind of creepy. The heroes ready their weapons and fan out around it. Kill it! Oh, wow, Jesus. Don't destroy the head, I want this one, Merrick says to Lysacia. She nods, takes a slow breath, and lets an arrow fly, killing the nightmarish creature instantly with a hit to the throat. With a wave on his hand, the necromancer reanimates the monstrosity and orders it to guard the tunnel behind them. With a bone-chilling howl, a large pack of mutant wolves enter from a side tunnel and take up the chase. A long, straight passageway opens into a large chamber ahead. The heroes make a run for it. Go! And we're not really good with, I guess, a mind quest? I want to say that's what is required here, not combat. The heroes rush down the hall with the slavering pack of mutant wolves close behind. Lysacia leaps aside suddenly, yelling, "Pit!" But Thorgrim reacts too late and topples into it, followed by a dozen of the beast. Ooh. Thorgrim gained death. Oh, that's a really unfortunate attribute, I'm gonna say. A gargantuan two-headed netherskin stands guard in an arched doorway on the far side of the chamber. A bright, flickering blue light from beyond it illuminates the room. and us without a healer. Merrick sighs as they move to engage. Yeah, he's very dead. Doesn't say it here right now, but I guess... Wait. Lightly wounded? I guess death in this case is not that he died, he's just wounded. Fascinating! Blaze flanks the giant netherkin while Lysacia distracts it with a barrage of arrows. The creature stomps towards the archer and Blaze leaps onto its back, slashing one of its throats, then the other. She rolls to her feet, eyes on the archway ahead. So far so good. Last chance, Merrick says. I don't expect to come back from this. Too risky. Who's gonna trigger that artifact if you suddenly drop dead of old age? Ha! It's a good one. Beyond the archway, the adventurers see an enormous gate rippling with nether energy. Before it stands the form of a young girl bathed in crackling blue flames. Lysacia laces up the ruined boots they receive from artifact collector Ignatius Mordred. I hope these things work, she says. Alright, quest objective. Impressive, the young girl speaks directly into their minds while idly playing with a ball of crackling blue energy. Join me and I'll let you live. Lysacia shakes her head and taps the heels of her boots together, emitting a low hum. Appreciate the invite, kid, but we had something else in mind. Are we successful? Oh, definitely not. Jeez. Merrick gained Elysia's nether curse. Elysia gestures and rippling wave of blue energy envelops Merrick and seeps into him. The necromancer collapses to the ground, sobbing. Lysacia steps in front of him and slams one of her boots off quaking to the ground. A massive earthquake brings the mountain down on top of them. Damn! And that is the end of said quest. And so the Ravager 4 called the mountain down upon Elysia and her netherkin horde, ending the battle of Mountainfall and once again sealing the Flaming Gate. Lysacia and Merrick Ravager, Thorgrim Bloodborne, and Blaze Evershadow. May the bards sing of their heroism unto eternity. And here's a quick recap, basically, of things that happened. We could divide the gold up if these guys weren't dead. I guess I can move that around. But yes, this is just the quest to introduce us to the, I guess, questing system, and also to introduce the story to us. 10 years later... a new tavern opens its doors today. This is the story of Weasel's Hole. Oh boy, that's a good combination of words. Monday, week 1. So yeah, this is where we're basically starting our own game after getting introduced to it with the first steps. Expand and improve the rundown tavern your parents left you. Protect the realms of Beor by cultivating great heroes. Excellent. So, yeah, we're level 1 now. We can have 2 bards, and we get 40G per round, I guess. This patron has info on a potential lucrative quest. Click on him to find out more. Yes, we shall do that. Here we get to, well, just as we saw before, to know what kind of class he is. I mean, we're gonna have to talk to him first, and his stats. He's level 1. Click here to spend 2 action points to find out about this mysterious quest. The cobbler mentioned this. Well, tell me more. Alright, might as well get a bit of target practice before heading out on a more dangerous quest. Kill the rats the old-fashioned way with an excessive display of violence. Confirm. So, yeah, we got a new quest. Let's pull OK. We don't need to do it right about now. We just have the quest now. Anything else? Nope, can't do that now. Now that you have a quest, click on this heroic-looking fellow and get to know him. Sure thing. Grunts and wolf spawn. You sure can tell a lot about a tavern by its regulars. Well, let's welcome him. I'm Grunts, and if there's a story behind the name Weasel's Hole, I'd love to hear it. Maybe later. We can actually hire him now. This costs us 2 action points. This is, you know, just the things I can do throughout the day. And we're gonna do that. Papa, we have a new adventurer. And over here, another one. Murgul Flametongue. I need a bottle, a shot of glass, and a warm place to collapse. Welcome to Weasel's Hole. I'm Murgul. There's a story. I'd like to hear it. Why do you say the same thing? This worries me. Anyway, yes, I know her now, so we, you know, are a little bit acquainted, so I can hire her for this little quest. If you need someone inserated, that's my kind of specialty. All right, now we go to the map screen where we have open quest. For now, it's only one quest in a tavern available, and we can select from our adventure roster, which right now is only 2, so I'm also going to assign both of them to set quest. Party preparedness, travel difficulty. Yeah, that's under construction. Again, it is an early access title, but for that, it's already very solid, I gotta say. So let's go. 50% chance to success. Success doesn't mean, or not succeeding doesn't mean we lose our characters and they die. It's just not an ideal outcome. So let's see. Stomp level 1. So, we're gonna clear out some rats from the cellar. Kinda exciting to engage in something so stereotypical, Murgle says, rubbing her hands together. Yes, we shall. An angry chittering greets the intruders as the pack of rats rushes to attack. Let's roll and see how that goes. Success! Yeah, our heroes are able to defeat a small pack of rodents in battle, which is literally the least that could be expected. I agree. I guess we could have rolled really badly. An orc gypsy embraces Murgle outside Weasel's hole. Oh boy, and makes her promise they'll have dinner again soon. Who was that? Grunson asks. The firemate shrugs. I have no idea. Stomp. All right, here's our quick recap. Success! Yes, we cleared some rats from the wine cellar, the new wine cellar. We got some quest rewards, reputation, XP, and gold. Gold from that loot, and I can distribute it between them, but I mean, I can say the tavern gets more, or they get more. I guess 50-50 is fair, given that I've done no work whatsoever. That's fine. All right, continue back to the tavern, and let's see. This is our end screen, basically after running the quest, the day is over, giving us an idea about the finances. Base income is 40G for the first level, then we sold some food, and we got the quest rewards, meaning we kind of ended up with an income of 320. Yeah, repairs and maintenance, all of those things. So there's this management aspect to it, which is really interesting, next to the questing. And look at all these patrons we get to look at. Look at all of them. Well, we're gonna do that in the next episode. I hope this was an interesting introduction for you guys, and I would love to continue this with you along. Make sure to hit that like button. I'm Weasel, I'm out, and I hope to see you around. Bye-bye!